Yes, students. In this video, I am going to discuss. Previously, we have discussed first point of retirement, that is calculation of new ratio and gaining ratio. Now we will discuss second point, that is accounting treatment of goodwill in retirement. So what are the journal entries? First is continuing partners capital account debit to retiring partners capital account in gaining ratio. As I told you, when some partner retire, then his share of goodwill, he wants that he should receive his share of goodwill that should be given by continuing partners in their gaining ratio. So continuing partners should decrease, that's why they are debited, and retiring partners capital is increased, that's why he is credited. As I told you, if already your existing goodwill is there, then we have to remove that goodwill. So we have to write off that goodwill. So in that case, all partners capital account debit to goodwill account in old ratio. It's just like same as admission. Whenever there is old goodwill, that means in old ratio. So we have an example here. Illustration number 24. For example, there are four partners A, B, C and D. Their old ratio is 3:3:2:2 and D retires. That means this partner retires. So new ratio which is given in question between A, B and C is new ratio is 3:2:1. These three informations are also given in question. Firm's goodwill is 6 lakh. Keep it in mind, we must have firm's goodwill. Goodwill already appears 4,50,000 as I told you in old ratio, and profit after D's retirement 12 lakh because it is after D's retirement, so it will be divided in new ratio. If any change after retirement, then it will be definitely in new ratio. So what will be the treatment? First treatment of old goodwill. Goodwill already appears. So all partners already appears means old goodwill in old ratio. So A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit, C's capital account debit, D's capital account debit. As old ratio is 3:3:2:2 to goodwill. Old goodwill should be write off in 450 in 3:3:2:2. Next we have new goodwill. This goodwill should be divided in gaining ratio. So all of us we have to calculate gaining ratio. As I told you, gaining ratio is equal to new minus old. So we just calculate here. Sacrifice or gain. A will be new ratio of A is 3/6, B is 2/6 and C is 1/6. Minus their old ratio, that is equal to 3/10, 3/10 and 2/10. When we solve it, then A is gaining with 12/60, B is gaining with 2/60, but there is a negative of C. As I told you, new minus old here. So because it is negative, that means it is sacrifice. In admission, we just do old minus new. If it is negative, then we said it gain. But in retirement, we just calculate new minus old. If it is negative, then it is sacrifice. So keep this point in mind. So how goodwill will be distributed? As I told you, gaining partners are always debited and sacrificing are always credited. So A and B are gaining. So A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit. Because C is sacrificing, so he should be credited. And to D's capital. As I told you, entry will be continuing to retiring partner. So retiring is D, so D. So keep it in mind, here C is sacrificing, that's why he is credited. So it will be divided, firm's goodwill is 6 lakh. 6 lakh multiply gaining ratio 12/60. As I show here, 6 lakh multiply 12/60, 120. 6 lakh multiply 2/60, 20. In C case, 6 lakh multiply 2/60, sacrificing is 2/60. That is 20. And in D's case, 6 lakh multiply 2/10 in old ratio. That is 120. I hope it's quite clear. Third, we have profit after D's retirement 12 lakh. Because they are after D's retirement, so they will be in new ratio. So with profit, capitals of partners will be increased. So P&L appropriation account debit to A's capital, to B's capital, to C's capital in their new ratio. New ratio is 3:2:1. So this 12 lakh will be divided in 3:2:1. 6 lakh, 4 lakh and 2 lakh. Thank you.